fashion show is not restricted to a particular kind of fashion trend.
Okay.
Like the theme of the show is stated Auchi, a love letter to Auchi. So this show, designers are going to be using that various kind of design and idea to show love to Auchi, like writing a love letter through fashion. So
Okay, good day, listeners. Well, welcome back to another episode of Youth Parley right here on Qalam Radio. So today we're joined by our very special guest. One is Shola Victor, and of course he's joined with Marvellous Oghogho. What do you have to say to our listeners today?
okay, I want to tell you guys about our show that is coming up soon, July 27. It's gonna be, the name of the show is Auchi Fashion Showcase, and the theme for the show is a love letter to Auchi, and it's happening live here in Auchi at Royal Blockman Cave.
Okay, a love letter to Auchi. I've not really had that going on in somewhere like Auchi before. Like, that looks like it's a first.
Yeah, it's first of its kind.
So, what do you have to say about that gift? Like,
All right. Thank you for bringing me into the show today, and this is the voice of Gifted as usual, and this is really a new innovation. Thank you to Marvellous and Co for bringing this initiative to play. Now, this is something that we don't see regularly in Auchi, so I was really surprised when I got to hear of this, but. In all of this, what is your motivation? Why do you choose to anchor this kind of show?
Well, we've been into fashion for a while now, and it has really been a passion for us. So we really have this dream to like showcase what fashion really means to people out there, which are upcoming fashion designers and let me say the whole community that loves fashion. You know, in this show, we are thinking about bringing our designers on stage and giving them the room to showcase their talent and what they can really bring out of just a plain material cloth that we see every day, you know. And we are also planning on making a runway whereby models can demonstrate on these brands and these clothes that has been made, and you know, just showcase it to the world and tell them about fashion.
All right, thank you very much. Now, this fashion, is it going to be a mixture of both the olden fashion ways and the modern, that's the Gen Z type of fashion, or you're just focusing on what particular type of fashion?
Okay, the fashion show is not restricted to a particular kind of fashion trend.
Okay.
Like the theme of the show is stated Auchi, a love letter to Auchi. So this show, designers are going to be using that various kind of design and idea to show love to Auchi, like writing a love letter through fashion. So we are not be discriminated by, say you a female designer or a male designer, or it might be over a streetwear brand or normal a brand person. So you can also bring your design to showcase on the stage. So the stage is available for every designer. Be you a Ankara designer, a kaftan maker, a bridal wear maker, anything you do, just bring to the stage.
so if it's an hijabi fashion designer, you could also come and like show their designs.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Well, now, is it just restricted to those in Auchi, or is just is comprises of those who are in Edo North, that's in other parts of Auchi, in Asan, in Akoko Edo, in Owa East, Owa West, as the case may be, or is it just for those specifically in Auchi?
The show is not only for Auchi designers.
Okay.
Like I said, the name of the show is Auchi Fashion Showcase, but it's not for just Auchi designers.
Okay.
Like this fashion show, we are going to be expecting designers all the way from Benin, from Masaba, and other cities too that we are trying to collaborate with. So the show is not just for Auchi, but although it's happening here in Auchi, but other designers are coming from various locations. So as I believe we have did some for her to reach out to designers way in Igara, to ones at Bode and other community around Auchi, also in Epoma too, trying to bring them to Auchi to showcase their designs. So it's not just Auchi designers that are going to be showcasing in this platform. So it's going to be for all designers, because this is the first show, the first of its kind, not just in Auchi but in those states at large. So we're trying to create a new history, an history that people will always recall to.
All right, indeed, this is a beautiful and wonderful initiative from the both of you. Now, I know it has been a long way coming, but how has the struggle been trying to keep up, trying to make this arrangement, trying to put everything in order in regarding to this show? Hasn't been like, what's the story like, and what are the struggles, what are the challenges you've been facing trying to put this show into a success?
I would say we are past through a lot of struggle, because this show has be on we have been trying to bring the shows from the past 2 years.
Wow.
Yeah, we have gone through so many stress and so many disorder, but to say this year it's not going to pass us by.
Indeed.
So that's why we are trying to put it together to. Well, one of our major problems ever since I was able to do is of our sponsors, because getting sponsors for a first time show, because most people see it as an idea, not a reality.
Okay,
but we are bringing it to let them to know that this show is a reality. And besides, designers now actually are not, and in those states are not really into fashion show. They have not seen something like this before. So it's like we are bringing a new idea to them. So I know most people don't want to buy into the idea, but I believe if they see the way we are putting our efforts and everything, I think this time around is going to work. So besides, the show is coming up just in a month's time, and I believe our designers are already warming up already and created that different creativity. And so by next month, I believe we will see a more beautiful designs on the stage. The show is already set. It's just for the dates to so just for us, we are already waiting for the dates to come for us to perform the show.
All right, please do inform us, let us know when the date is already fixed for this wonderful show. I would really like to be there. I want to really behold the designs, the beauty of other fashion designers, and let's see what they have to offer us. Now, to you, all our listeners, you've got not to miss this, because it promises to be an exciting one. If you are busy, please clear out your schedule for that day, and definitely we'll let you know when the date comes out. So Maryam, what do you have to say concerning this?
I mean, like, this is Youth Parley, and if you remember, like, in most of our programs, we always talk about press. Like, and I'm sure you don't know what that is. Press is the Yahoo voice.
That's what we'll call it.
Yeah. So now you guys are youths, and you guys are going into fashion. So why did you pick fashion instead of going into doing Yahoo or doing press and all those stuff? Why is the choice fashion?
Well, I would say fashion is like something that, when you do something and you really enjoy doing it, like you derive joy in what you are doing, you want to do more of that thing, and along the line you try to make sure you make a living out of it. That's your passion, actually. So I would say fashion has really been one thing that has really driven us to do more of whatever we are doing, and really expanded our initiative. And it's kind of like my boss here studied fashion too in school, and
really cool.
Practicing it currently. So it's really what we are made up of. Just trying to bring this fashion into a different form, bringing it more than what people just see it as just what you wear or what you put on, but more like a lifestyle, like what speaks about you. That's what we're trying to do, and that's what really has drawn us to fashion itself.
Okay.
And in relation to what he said, I want to show more light. It's like another reason why I love doing fashion personally is that just imagine seeing your creativity. You see yourself like a mini god. You see your creativity on someone wearing it and with smile, with that fulfillment that they are wearing in designers. So that's one of the things that really pushed me and give me joy when I see my work out there. So fashion is one creative thing that you seeing a design or sketch out something unique and bringing it to life. It's like you being creative like God. So I know no one can make it like God, but at least we are the gods of something
gods
like that.
on earth. Yeah. Now, I know most of our listeners do not know the name of your brand. So please, can you tell us the name of your brand? What is your brand's name, or what do you call it? What do people know you as or know you for?
Okay, my brand name is Sholin Apparel.
Charlene.
Apparel.
Wow.
So I also have another brand called Fashion HK. So it's called Fashion Oslo Coat Clothing. So in our brand we are into kaftan making. We do streetwear. We do suits, polo joggers, any kind of fashion at all. You just bring your creativity, you bring it to life. And we also do a lot of illustration to make sure we give our designers to fit into the different occasion, be it wedding, be it events, show, wherever show, anything to do. Just come to our office. We'll give you what you deserve.
Okay, now I'm sorry, this is just kind of my own humor, but that fashion HK, when you talked about it, the first place my mind went to was, oh really? So why HK? Why did you choose to use HK? Because we all know that recently, or these days, or in this era, the Gen Z era especially, we've known that HK is just really regulated to those who does press, and we just talked about the press. So I was really surprised when you said fashion HK. So what's really the brain? What's really the behind the motive of you choosing HK as an acronym for the part of your clothing brand?
Okay, the reason why I choose the HK as part of my acronym is that, people do say that I'm going to HK to do some fraud and the rest. But my own kind of HK is to make fabric. So we bring you boys together into an apartment to create fashion design. So it's different from the one the other people are doing. So I believe people are hearing fashion HK. And I think is illegal stuff. But when they come into our office, they realize that he's a virtual designer HK, because when he comes to my office, you see a lot of guys there doing creativity and bring creativity into life. So that's why it's called Fashion HK.
Okay, so in your brand, is it just the boys that you are training, or is both male and female?
I do Unisex. I do train both female and male. I don't discriminate.
Oh wow, that's nice. So you're trying to say you also, as a boss now, you sew both female and male wears. Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah, I do female wear, but not just I don't do as a big kind of female wear. I do the streetwear kind of, and also
streetwear.
English wear, kind of like corporate wear for female too.
All right, that is really I don't really know the right words to put it, but this is really nice. Like, I've never seen someone, a youngie who is really so compassionate or passionate about what he does, and is not willing to back down in putting out his or her brand out. Now, thank you very much for that, but I still have something to ask you. Now, where is this your brand? Where is your Sholina Apparel of Fashion HK, as you call it? Where is it located in Auchi? So for all people who want to patronize you, they will not have that difficulty in locating your store, your brand, as the case may be.
Okay, our location is we're located at Total Station, opposite the Total Vision. Is number 2 Idalo Street. This old building, 1988 building. We are on the first floor, so it's very easy to locate. If you know Total Station along Poli Road, close to the Royal Block, there's a street directly opposite. The first 2-story building. At the top there's a date on top. I think 1988 at the top of the building. So the first floor. I believe if you get there, you see our signboard there. So it's very easy to move from Total Finition. We set our signboard at the top of the roof of the building.
Wow. Okay, thank you very much, Maryam. Do you have anything to ask or to say to them?
Yeah, I do have something to say. Like, when I'm moving back to what you started with, when we began with this program, you did mention the fashion show that you guys are trying to set up now. We know when you talk about fashion shows, people usually look to Lagos, Abuja, Port Harcourt, and even in Edo State, they look to Benin, having fashion shows there. And this is going to be a first in Auchi. What should be people's anticipation? What should they expect when they come there on that day?
I think, let me say in summary, I'll first of all say they should expect more than what they are going to expect if this show is going to be held in Lagos or in Abuja, because we are putting in a grand style of bringing fashion into reality and expressing what fashion really means to people. We are trying our best to make sure that we showcase very high quality stuffs and with high experienced designers for sure. and whatever that is being showcased that day are originally masterpiece, and they are gonna be something unique and nice for sure.
Yeah, let me add an addition to what he's saying. So that day we are going to be showing Auchi finance designers and also some designers from Benin and some other cities too. So our audience should be expecting an extraordinary fashion, something beyond the normal. Like I know everybody feel men's fashion just a kaftan and trouser, but come that day you see something different. You see creativity in another dimension. I believe if you are following my account, Shola Apparel, you see our kind of outfits we make. We don't make the kind of regular outfits you guys we ever think of. I think my last collection, Iberaga collection, you will see Abada putting in another dimension, wearing Abada in another kind of way. And when you wear the Abada, you feel the pride. Because the collection is Iberaga, which means pride in Yoruba language. Whenever you're putting under my collection, you feel the pride. So come to the show and you see more creative designers. There are a lot of designers now which eating, but you don't know because they don't have a platform to showcase their creativity. But with this fashion show, we want to bring them hearts and show the Auchi that there's no need for you to go to Abuja, Lagos, or Port Harcourt to get your fashionable items. We have them here in Auchi. Be it street brand and anything you want to do. If you have designers here in Auchi, stop going outside. We have everything here. So
I think that's really cool. Like, would you clarify this for our listeners that when you talk about fashion show, it's not like a competition. It's designers coming together to like showcase all their like wares and all their pieces. But now, would they be like a best designer coming out of this fashion show? Should they expect that, or should they just like see that there's no winner, there's no loser? It's just people showing their fashion pieces to the world.
yeah, actually, this show is not a competition show for us to say we want to pick the best, send on this best designer, but it's a show that to show our creativity. It's not it's not an award-winning show. For say we're looking for the best designer in Auchi. No, it's just a show just for us to showcase Auchi finance designers. So we believe because right now it's not really time for us to be say want to be matchmaking or saying to check who's the best among each others. No, yeah, we are all creativity. We are good and we are best in our one kind of fashion.
Yeah.
So I might be good in my streetwear, another person will be good in his ashwebi wear, and some other person will be good in abada making. So everybody has their own feed. Why some will be good with the children wears and abaya and the rest. So everybody is coming with their own finance design. So we are not giving a restriction. So and besides the theme for the show is a love letter to Abuchi. So we are come to share love, not to create competition among ourselves.
All right. Sorry, this your Sholin apparel. Can you spell that Sholin? Because I'm trying to put one or two in place, but I'm trying to get the correct spelling, but it's not really working out for me. So please, can you spell it? And maybe for those our listeners, maybe they want to follow you on your Instagram or maybe on your TikTok account, so it will be easier for them to follow, to give you a follow on your social media accounts.
Okay, Sholin is
Okay.
SHOLLIN.
Okay, it's, I think
apparel.
I think I almost got it correctly. I just omitted one L to the Sholin spelling. Thank you very much for this. Now, this is a projection. All right. Now, where do you see yourself after the show in the next 2 years, next 5 years? Where do you see yourself and your brand going to?
Okay, I believe my brand in 2 years' time is going to be a bigger brand, and I believe we are going to create more ideas, and we'll see ourselves doing more better than we used to be now. So we are not sleeping. Like I used to tell my people around that I'm still growing.
True.
Yeah, I'm not where I want to be, and even if I'm where I want to be, I'm still growing. The fashion is one thing that is evolved. So as they go by, you have to be on the trend by doing more creativity and being unique about your own thing. So in 2 years' time, I hope to see myself as a big brand that will be when the name Shola Apparel is being mentioned, everybody will know that that brand is a recognized brand, not just a tailor, but a recognized fashion designer.
Of course. All right. Thank you very much, Maryam. Do you have anything to say?
Yes, maybe like since we're wrapping up on the show now, because it's already 2:56 and we do not have much time on our hands, what do you have to say to our listeners out there? Like, what's your take to them
Taking respect to the show.
in respect of everything, your brand, the show, everything, just like a summary you want to like leave the listeners with?
Okay, well, I would want to add that, let me say, in this current world and with everything we are seeing happening currently, I would say youth should take fashion more seriously and actually try anything possible to make sure that whatever you are doing, your fashion sense, your fashion lifestyle is really being upgraded every day. Doesn't mean you have to get the best designers or get the best outfits in the world, but with whatever you really have to bring this fashion to life, just make it count.
Hmm. All right, that's really nice. I think maybe I'll come take fashion classes because I think my fashion sense is really poor. Thank you very much. Okay, for our dear listeners, here is where we call it a wrap for today's Youth Parley with Sholina Para, also known as Fashion HK, with Marvellous and Shola on today's Youth Parley. So, Maryam, what do you have to say? Can you just wrap it up for us?
Well, I was about to wrap it up, but then I forgot that Shola didn't really say anything to our listeners. So I'm hoping he would wrap it up so that we could like end it.
Okay, let me say, let's not forget our main purpose why we are here. National Apparel and Fashion HK is a brand, yeah, one of the brands in Auchi. And I believe we have so many other brands too. And this Auchi Fashion Showcase we are here for. So, Auchi Fashion Showcase is coming up on 27th of July 2025 at Royal Block Makio. So, if you are a designer in Auchi and you're not already registered, please do and register and come and showcase your creativity. And if you are a fashion lover and you feel you want to sponsor the event, feel free. We are open for sponsorship and partnership. So we expect more from Auchi and also for fashion lovers. You can come and have a glass through of the new fashion trend that's going to happen in here in Auchi. Thank you guys.
Thank you very much, Shola and Marvellous. And thank you very much, Gid, for joining me with the show today right here on Qalam Radio. So to our listeners out there, we do hope that you come for this fashion show that's going to happen in Auchi. It's the first of its kind, a love letter to Auchi Kingdom. So if you've love letters, well, this is for you. So to our listeners out there, goodbye and thank you for listening.
Bye.